chants and outcry filling the halls, chambers, and steps of the Tennessee state capitol this week, all as lawmakers expelled 2 Democratic state representatives. Welcome back to Capper Review. The gun control debate is center stage once again after a school shooting that killed 6 people in Tennessee, including 3 9-year-olds. Joining us now is NewsNation correspondent Evan Lambert. Evan, thank you so much for joining us to talk to us about the historic moments that the nation really all saw in Nashville on Thursday.
Right. Thank you so much for having me. So this is exceedingly rare to happen in Tennessee history. It's only happened 3 other times where legislators have voted to kick members out of the House there. The last time was in 2016, and that was a bipartisan vote, 72 to 2, to kick out a legislator who had been accused of sexual misconduct. And before that, it was in the 1980s, and then you had to go all the way back to the 1800s where this happened. So it gives you a sense really of how much this stands out and how really this does not happen throughout the history of Tennessee. But as we saw, it did happen yesterday.
Yeah, so Evan, 2 black lawmakers, Representative Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, were removed. Representative Gloria Johnson, a white woman, says this happened because of racism. Based off of what you saw, was there actually due process, or did her lawyers have a better argument?
So really, I think you have to go to what the representatives say here themselves on this. So Justin Jones, Justin Pearson, they absolutely say that they believe that this was racially motivated. And then that 3rd lawmaker who was also up for expulsion, you mentioned Gloria Johnson, she survived by just 1 vote. Even she herself saying that she believes that she survived and kept her seat because she is a white woman. Of course, you have to point out that the Republicans in Tennessee in the House there are saying that this was not at all racially motivated, pointing to this being basically rule breaking that they have held these representatives accountable for.
So are there any legal methods where the 2 could actually see a reinstatement?
So what's next really is that in the absence of when there is a vacant seat, essentially what happens is county commissions from the districts where those representatives came from, they get to appoint someone in the meantime to fill that seat. These representatives who were kicked out, they both come from largely Democratic areas, Nashville and Memphis. And so it's up to the county commission to put someone in their place until there is a special election. So it is very likely that these 2 can get their seats back. Justin Jones telling media outlets that he absolutely would seek his seat again and that he will not give up on his pushes for gun reform.
And speaking of that, expulsion is typically for members who commit crimes. And Representative Jones made the argument that some of his Republican colleagues have committed criminal acts and they are facing investigations. And now with the country watching the State House closely, could we see something different happen with those cases?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure on that. So it's something that they pointed out in their speeches defending their seats. Obviously, the 2 representatives that were kicked out were saying, hey, look at all these things that have happened before. These people were not held accountable in the same way, but we'll actually have to see how that plays out. You, of course, do have that strong reaction from people there in the chamber. You saw the Republicans in the chamber after the vote cheering, but you could also hear the chants of protesters who were just outside filling the state capitol, many of them likening this to an assault on democracy. The representatives themselves have called it as such. And then you also have attention coming from all across the country and national Democrats, President Biden, former President Obama, Vice President Kamala Harris actually announcing that on Friday she will visit with the Tennessee 3. So you have strong condemnation coming from national Democrats here as well.
All right, NewsNation correspondent Evan Lambert, thank you so much for being here for your time. Really appreciate it.